style and swag about. Pull up and come again. Rewind, spin it. And are you ready? Lock and load. Reload.
Hello, my friends. Welcome to today's vlog. I haven't been doing many vlogs for a while, and I enjoy doing vlogs sometimes. So basically, as you can see me behind me, it is a massive mess right now. I'm preparing for my trip, my flights from Brisbane to Miami. So we're going from Brisbane to San Francisco across to Miami from there. It's going to take about 24 hours. It sucks. I hate. It's the worst thing. This is the only bad thing about living in Australia, is that if I want to travel somewhere else, I've got to get on a flight for this super long time. So basically what I do to prepare, I'm trying to fill my body with nutrients, right? When I'm in the air, I don't eat any food at all. So I do order a fruit platter. If they bring out fruit that looks maybe somewhat enticing and somewhat fresh, and that it's not full of chemicals, then I'll potentially eat it. But normally I'm just drinking water on the plane, which means before the plane, I want to fill my body with as many micronutrients as possible. So today I've had watermelon, I've had a couple of juices, I've had a smoothie, and I just had an epic raw salad for lunch. And down here, I'm actually making myself a little tonic. It's not going to taste great, but it's actually going to be really good. So oregano or oregano oil, depending on which part of the world you're from, is really good for respiratory health and immune health. So I'm about to have a shot. Probably going to put about 5 drops of that into the cup there with that tonic. So that tonic is pineapple, lime, turmeric, ginger, and black pepper. And that's just something I found at the health shop as I was leaving. So I'm just going to mix that together. It's going to be pretty potent because the oregano oil, and however, it's going to be really good. The other things that I'm doing are really deep breathing. So I did that this morning, and some stretching, and I'll do it again at the airport just before I get on the flight. So basically, if you do know the Wim Hof method, that's basically what I'm following when I'm doing the deep breathing. And what he says is that it will alkalize the body. And when your body is alkaline, then disease has nowhere to grow, because disease will only grow in an acidic environment. So these are all the sort of measures that I try and take. And then when I'm on the flight, I've got this oil on the flight. It's called Easy Breathe, but it's an essential oil filled with quite a few different oils all put together. But basically, I'll just use that throughout the flight to put sort of around my throat and on my glands, around my nose, just so that I'm breathing in something fresh, something rejuvenating, rather than the dead air that's going to be in the plane the whole time. So that's what I'm doing. I still haven't even packed yet. The flight's in about 5 hours time, so I need to do that as soon as possible. I guess the best thing of having a van is that even though I haven't packed yet, everything is in the van. I could do it in the car park if I wanted to. So I'm going to get to that now, and we'll probably chat again soon. What I forgot to tell you is that you actually try and hold it underneath your tongue for as long as possible as well, and that helps to put it straight into the bloodstream as quickly as possible. So I did that, and it's pretty tough. So I've got a little bit left to do. Let me try again. So I think this is everything I'll need, from my runners to some shoes. Because I'm going on a cruise, I need to have some going out shoes. I wear them maybe twice a year if I'm lucky. Thongs. Also, very important to take my medicinal mushrooms and tonic herbs with me. I'll find different drinks that I can add them to along the way. GoPro, I've got an old GoPro that might come if there's a bit of space. But basically, enough shirts, underwear, shorts, and some socks. I'm trying to get enough in that I will hopefully only have to wash once, maybe twice while I'm there. I'm not a big fan of washing, especially on holiday. And then a few of electrical stuff. So that's probably going to get me through, I think. and then some more like camera gear down here. And I decided that I'm not taking the drone this time. I'm denied about it, but not going to this time. I think I can still get pretty decent footage without the drone, and that's pretty much me. Now hopefully it all fits into the suitcase. I think it will. It's not really that much stuff. I travel fairly light. I live fairly minimalistic. Let's go. I promise I will put a shirt on soon. It's just super hot right now. So it actually only cost me $125 to park here in the airport car park for 5 weeks, which I thought was pretty good, considering I was going to look at like storage places and things like that in order to park the van while I was away. But yeah, $120. It's under CC TV footage the entire time, so it's probably more protected than anywhere else, and super cheap. So another great reason to fly out of Brisbane, I think. I'm not sure you get that in Sydney or anywhere else around Australia. So time to leave the poor van behind. I'm a little bit sad, but I'll be back in 5 weeks for a massive adventure. So yeah, today's the day. It's going to be the longest that we've ever been separated. Poor little van. Hope he's all right. Hope I'm all right without him. I've been a bit disconnected from the real world. What I'm impressed with is Boost asked me if I wanted a plastic lid. I said no. Also have a straw that isn't plastic. And I saw another like Mexican company doing plant-based Mondays as well. What is going on with the world? I'm starting to think a little bit more about the environment. It's super cool. I love it. First stop, San Francisco. Made it here. It's actually quite a good sleep though. I got 7 hours sleep. That's been the most I've ever slept on an airplane. So just going premium economy made such a massive difference. So I would like to be, further up front. My next flight is business class, but premium economy made such a big difference. So I'm excited for flying moving forward. And that's just another benefit of having a digital business, right? You can use your points on your credit cards to build up enough points to fly around the world for free and just paying the taxes. So super cool. So let's keep going.
We'll keep the sun shining and let it tell the time. Anywhere you wanna go.
This could be the moment we've been waiting for, the chance to feel alive. Nothing's gonna stop us, nothing's gonna top this, nothing like we've ever seen. And I raise my hands to the sky, what a feeling. 'Cause I feel like dancing high, got a feeling, time to feel it.
here we are. We made it to the ship. It's been a great couple of days since getting to Miami. Caught up with a really close friend he was actually the one that I moved to Thailand with just over 5 years ago and started my digital marketing journey and digital nomadic journey. So it was really great to catch up with him. We've seen each other, I think twice in those last 5 years. But it was really great to spend a couple of days and we just, hung out, did a workout at the beach, went out for dinner and lunch and just, caught up with some other friends and things like that. So it was really great to see. But here I am on the ship for the next 10 days. So the Celebrity Silhouette, I'll share a little bit about the ship as I do go along on this journey, but I'm really just going to wrap this up today because it's been a big couple of days going from, Brisbane, or actually I was in Miami Beach on the Gold Coast in Australia, driving all the way up to Brisbane, stayed with some friends for the night, flew across to San Francisco in premium economy, which is really great. And you probably saw some of that in this video. Flew across from San Fran to Miami, Florida in the USA. Business class, definitely not worth it. So I'm not sure if I touched on that yet, but it's definitely not worth flying business class in Australia, in the States, flying domestically, unless you're like a drinker and you're not doing a red eye. There's just no extra room. You might as well just get an economy seat with extra leg room, and it'd be way better. And then spending those few days in Miami. Miami is an interesting place filled with people who want to be seen, lots of money. And then just people who just want to enjoy themselves and have fun, and it's actually spring break there as well. So I think the next 10 days is going to be a big change of pace. I think it's going to be great. It's going to be good for me to hit the gym and eat tons of food and bulk up. So that should be fun. And I'm also going to be creating tons of content. So around, I'm here for a law of attraction workshop, but so I'll be doing some content around the law of attraction. I'm actually going to do some book reviews. So I bought my iPad with me, and on iPad, I have the Kindle app, and I've been reading a bunch of books over the last little while. I'm going to do some of those reviews as well. So hit subscribe in this channel and you'll be able to see all them. And the things I share on here holistically are the things that make up a really great life. A life that you can live on your own terms from anywhere in the world and be completely happy and fulfilled at the same time. And that's really what it's all about. If you can have the freedom to make the choices that you want to make and then be happy at the same time, we've really just nailed it. So time for me to maybe do a little meditation and get back out there. See you next time.